After spending 17 years behind bars for a crime he didn't commit, later his final words to the court was devastating. At just 14 years old, John Bunn was sent to prison for a crime he had nothing to do with. In 1992, Detective Louis Scarcella, later exposed for fabricating evidence in multiple cases, falsely accused John and another teenager, Roseanne Hargrave, of killing a police officer in Brooklyn, New York. John didn't even match the suspect's description, yet he was thrown into prison, forced to survive in a brutal system that stole his childhood, shattered his dreams, and destroyed his future. For 17 long years, John remained behind bars, always insisting he was innocent. Despite the pain and injustice, he never lost hope that the truth would come out. In 2006, he was finally released on parole for good behavior, but his record still falsely labeled him as guilty. His fight wasn't over, his freedom wasn't complete until he could clear his name. Thankfully, he wasn't alone. Supporters who believed in his innocence stood by him, giving him the strength to keep going. Their faith in him fueled his determination to prove the truth, reclaim his life, and seek the justice he deserved. John's case took a major turn when investigators started looking into Detective Scarcella's history. They found clear evidence that he had lied and pressured witnesses to give false statements. This raised serious concerns about many of his cases, including John's. As a result, John's case was reviewed again, and the truth was finally uncovered. After years of legal struggles, he was fully cleared, and his conviction was erased. While this was a victory, it was also bittersweet. Nothing could restore the years he had lost. In 2020, he was awarded $5.9 million as compensation for the injustice he endured. However, no amount of money could truly make up for the time stolen from him, the opportunities missed, and the emotional pain he carried. John had won his freedom, but the scars of his wrongful imprisonment would stay with him forever. For John, the battle was never about money, it was about reclaiming his dignity, rediscovering himself, and healing from the pain of his past. The moment his name was cleared was deeply emotional. As the judge officially declared him free, John, overwhelmed with gratitude, approached her with tears in his eyes. He gently held her hands and, with a trembling voice, expressed his heartfelt thanks. "Thank you for believing in me when no one else did. Thank you for giving me back my life," John said. His words carried deep emotion, and for a moment, the courtroom was completely silent. Everyone present could feel the weight of his struggles and his victory. It was a powerful moment of justice and redemption. The judge, overwhelmed with emotion, could not hold back her tears. John's story had touched not only her but also everyone in the courtroom. It wasn't just John who found peace that day, those who had followed his journey also felt relief and inspiration. His case was a painful reminder of the flaws in the justice system, but it also showed the incredible power of resilience and hope. Even after facing so much hardship, John never gave up. His determination proved that even in the darkest moments, truth and justice can prevail. His story is a lesson in why fairness matters and how mistakes in the legal system can ruin lives. But it also shows that with courage, people can fight for what is right. John's strength in overcoming injustice is an inspiration. He refuses to focus on the years he lost. Instead, he dedicates his life to helping young people who have gone through similar struggles. He works to support at-risk youth, raise awareness about wrongful convictions, and advocate for justice reform. His goal is to prevent others from suffering as he did and to create a better future. John has also been involved in charitable work and activism, sharing his story through interviews and speeches. His mission is to highlight the problems in the justice system and push for positive change. His journey is proof that even in life's most difficult moments, truth and justice can still win. Though he can never get back the years he lost, his efforts ensure that his suffering was not in vain. Through his work, he is turning his painful past into a force for good, inspiring others and making a real difference in the world.